drew a future in the air, said my name like you'd be there. I believed every word you said, built my hope on what we had. We made plans on sleepless nights, turned our dreams into city lights. But promises don't hold their shape when love decides to walk away. You swore you'd stay, you crossed your heart. I didn't know that was the start. I'm fading away, you promised me, standing in what we used to be. Your words still echo soft and loud, but I'm alone in this empty sound. You said forever like it was true. Now I'm fading without you. I replay moments like they'll change, like you'll come back and say my name. Your silence hits me harder now than all the fights we never had. I kept your jacket, kept your lies, kept the hope I should have burned. Funny how I stayed the same while you moved on, never turned. You said I'd never be alone, but here I am, holding bones. I'm fading away, you promised me, standing in what we used to be. Your words still echo soft and loud, but I'm alone in this empty sound. You said forever like it was true. Now I'm fading without you. If love was real, then why does it hurt? Why do your vows feel rehearsed? I gave you everything I had, you left like it was nothing bad. Maybe I loved a version of you that never planned to stay through. I'm fading away, you promised me, still searching for the old we. Your ghost still sleeps beside my pain, your name still falls like quiet rain. You said forever like it was true. Now I'm fading without you. I'm not broken, just misplaced in the space you left erased. I'm fading where you promised. I walked every road that led to you, with your name under my breath. Every mile felt like a promise I couldn't reach just yet. The lights were on in all your windows, but none of them were mine. I stood outside our almost, watching love run out of time. I was so close, I felt your heartbeat in the dark before the dawn, but almost isn't close enough. I memorized the way you smiled, like it might guide me through. I learned how to read your silences better than your truth. You kept your distance beautifully, like love behind a wall. I stayed and waited anyway, hoping it would fall. I built a future in my head with pieces you never gave. I didn't see the warning signs, I just saw the faith. I was almost home in your arms, almost chosen, almost true. I packed my heart for something real that never quite broke through. I would have crossed forever just to see you stand. I was almost home with you, but almost never's enough. If love is finding shelter, I stood out in the rain. I felt your warmth from miles away, but never felt your flame. I don't regret the journey of a love I couldn't keep. I just wish almost had learned how deep it cuts to reach. I was almost home in your arms, almost everything I needed. I believed in what we could have been long after you stopped believing. I'll find a place that feels like home, where love doesn't have to run. I was almost home with you, but almost never's enough. So I'll take these tired footsteps and carry what I've known. Some hearts are meant to wander before they make it home. I left my words in shallow air, thought time would say them all. I learned too late that silence is the loudest form of fall. You waited in the spaces where I should have been sincere. Now all that's left is emptiness. Apologies don't live here. I rehearsed 1,000 versions of what I'd say to you, but courage came in hindsight when there was nothing left to lose. I'm sorry doesn't change a thing when damage has been done. Some hearts don't break all at once, they slowly come undone. I'd give you every word I say if it could bring you near, but love moved out with all my chances. Apologies don't live here. mistook your patience for a promise you would stay. I thought you'd always understand the nights I walked away. I see you now in strangers' eyes, in moments I hold dear. I finally know what I lost, now that you're not here. I thought love would wait forever, I thought you knew my truth. I never knew how fragile the quiet between two. I'm sorry doesn't change a thing, it doesn't turn back time. Regret is just a memory that learns how to survive. I trade my pride for one last chance to make my meaning clear, but love doesn't live in empty words. Apologies don't live here. If I could go back to the nights you needed more than air, I'd speak before the damage, before you learn despair. But time doesn't forgive the way we wish that it would steer. It only leaves us with the truth and the cost of being unclear. I'm sorry sounds like broken glass when it's said too late. It cuts the one who says it and the one who had to wait. I'll carry what I failed to say through every coming year. Some doors don't open twice for love. Apologies don't live here. So if you ever hear my name and wonder what went wrong, I learned how words can save a heart by learning it too long. If you ever miss me late at night, when the world feels thin and quiet, don't reach for your phone or say my name. Some feelings grow if you deny it. I learned how to sit with unanswered things, with words I'll never say. Some loves don't end with closure, they just slowly drift away. I kept your goodbye in my chest like something I deserved. I loved you even when I knew you'd leave me unheard. If you ever miss me, don't call, don't open what we closed. Some wounds heal better in the dark when no one knows. I survived learning how to breathe without you next to me. If you ever miss me, let it pass like you did with me. I see you in familiar streets, in songs I never choose. Every memory feels unfinished, like we paused mid-truth. I practice smiling through your name, like it doesn't hurt. I act like I don't replay us, but every night works worse. You taught me how to stay quiet unseen. If you ever miss me, don't call, don't knock on my past. I finally learned to live again by letting you last. I won't survive another maybe, or another almost sweet. If you ever miss me, stay away and let me be. I don't hate you for leaving or loving me halfway. I just hate how I stayed so long waiting for a day. Some doors don't slam when they close, they just stop being there. And the hardest part of moving on is knowing you still care. If you ever miss me, breathe slow, let the moment end. I became stronger in your absence, not because of it, but then I loved you more than I should have, more than you could see. If you ever miss me, understand, you already lost me. So this is me choosing silence instead of breaking free. If you ever miss me, let it be. I gave you mornings, I gave you nights, held your dreams in my own two hands. I built a world around your smile, walked with you across the miles. I kept your secrets, I held your fears, wiped away single tear. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, but somehow loving you took its toll. I thought love meant we'd never break, but giving all wasn't enough to take. I gave you everything, my heart. I stayed when it hurt, I stayed when you cried, I stayed even when you said goodbye. Every I love you felt sincere, but your love disappeared, now you're not here. I poured my world into your hands, believed in us, believed in plans. Now the echoes of what used to be remind me of what you took from me. Deeper than you true. I gave you everything, you let it go. Left me standing in the undertow. I gave you all I had to give, and now I'm learning how to live. Maybe one day I'll find the light and see the end of this endless night. I'll still remember the love I shared, even if you never cared. I gave you everything, my heart, my own. Loved you enough to risk the fall. I gave my best, I gave my soul. Even when losing you took its toll, I gave you everything, but I remain stronger now, surviving in the pain. I gave you all I had to give, and now I'm learning how to live. I gave you everything, and I'll give myself the rest. I walk past places we used to go, hear echoes of laughter I used to know. The world moves on, but I stay behind, chasing shadows of you in my mind. I keep the letters, I keep the smiles, I keep the love that lasted for miles. But nothing's left the same today. I miss what we were in every way. I tell myself it's time to move, but my heart still belongs to you. I miss what we were, the nights, the days, the way your love could light my way. I try to smile, I try to be strong, but without you, everything feels wrong. I miss what we were, the dreams we made, the promises that slowly frayed. Though we're apart, I still hold near. I miss what we were. I wish you were here. I see your face in passing cars. I hear your voice in empty bars. I reach for you, but you're not there. Just memories hanging in the air. I thought our love would last for life, but life moved on and cut like a knife. I gave you all I had to give, and still I'm learning how to live. I tell myself it's time to move, but my heart still belongs to you. I miss what we were, the nights, the days, the way your love could light my way. I try to smile, I try to be strong, but without you, everything feels wrong. I miss what we were, the dreams we made, the promises that always will. I finally sleep through most nights now. Stop checking my phone somehow. I'm learning how to breathe again, learning how to call this then. Your picture's still inside my head, but it doesn't break me like it did. I smile more, I laugh a little, still your name stays in the middle. They say time fixes everything, but it just teaches me how to feel. I'm healing, but I miss you. Some wounds fade, some stay true. I'm stronger than I was before. Still feel you when I close the door. I'm healing, but I miss you. Doesn't mean I'm weak too. I'm moving on, I've grown somehow, but my heart remembers you right now. I don't cry like I used to, but some songs still pull me through. I don't reach out, I don't call, still feel you in the quiet moments. Oh, I don't blame you, I don't ache, like every breath is a mistake. I just wish you knew the cost of everything we lost. I'm okay, at least I seem, but healing isn't forgetting. I'm healing, but I miss you. Some wounds fade, some stay true. I'm stronger than I was before. Still feel you when I close the door. Healing, but I miss you. Missing doesn't mean I'm weak too. I'm moving on, I've grown somehow, but my heart remembers you right now. Maybe love doesn't disappear, it just learns how not to stay here. I don't want you back, it's true. I just miss what we went through. You were a chapter, not my home, but you still shaped my soul. I'm healing, but I miss you, and it's something I accept too. I don't need you to survive, but you mattered in my life. I'm healing, but I miss you, not in pain, just in truth. I found myself, I found my ground. Still, I miss you now and then. I'm healing, but some love never leaves completely. The room feels loud and now you're gone. Your silence talks till early dawn. Your coffee cup, your side of the bed, all the things we never said. I still reach out in my sleep, like you're something I could keep. But the space you left behind hurts more every time. I tell myself I'll be okay, but every night says otherwise. I'm crying where you used to be, in places you were part of me. Your shadow lingers on the wall. I call your name, you never call. I'm crying where you used to be, missing who you were to me. Love didn't leave quietly, it broke me silently. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you might walk in once more. I replay moments like they'll change, like love could come back if I wait. I smile when people ask my name, say I'm fine, but it's not the same. Every laugh feels out of tune, every night comes way too soon. I hold my breath when they restart, they know the way back to my heart. I'm crying where you used to be, in places you were part of me. Your shadow lingers on the wall. I call your name, you never call. I'm crying where you used to be, missing who you were to me. Love didn't leave quietly, it broke me silently. If love was real, why does it ache? Why do I still feel every trace? You moved on, I stayed the same, still bleeding from a quiet pain. I don't hate you, I just hurt from loving you more than it worth. I'm crying where you used to be, learning how to let you leave. Your memory still feels so near, but I'm learning not to disappear. I'm crying where you used to be, but I won't stay here endlessly. One day this room will set me free from crying where you used to be. I loved you honestly, now I'm healing quietly. I left my words in shallow air, thought time would say them all. I learned too late that silence is the loudest form of fault. You waited in the spaces where I should have been sincere. Now all that's left is emptiness. Apologies don't live here. I rehearsed 1,000 versions of what I'd say to you, but courage came in hindsight when there was nothing left to lose. I'm sorry doesn't change a thing when damage has been done. Some hearts don't break all at once, they slowly come undone. I'd give you every word I saved if it could bring you near, but love moved out with all my chances. Apologies don't live here. I mistook your patience for a promise you would stay. I thought you'd always understand. understand the nights I walked away. I see you now in strangers' eyes, in moments I hold dear. I finally know what I lost, now that you're not here. I thought love would wait forever, I thought you knew my truth. I never knew how fragile the quiet between two. I'm sorry doesn't change a thing, it doesn't turn back time. Regret is just a memory that learns how to survive. I'd trade my pride for one last chance to make my meaning clear, but love doesn't live in empty words. Apologies don't live here. If I could go back to the nights you needed more than air, I'd speak before the damage, before you learn to spare. But time doesn't forgive the way we wish that it would steer. It only leaves us with the truth and the cost of being unclear. I'm sorry sounds like broken glass when it's said too late. It cuts the one who says it and the one who had to wait. I'll carry what I failed to say through every coming year. Some doors don't open twice for love. Apologies don't live here. So if you ever hear my name and wonder what went wrong, I learned how words can save a heart by learning it too long. I held the door while you walked away. Said I was fine, like words don't shake. My hands were calm, my voice was too, but every step was losing you. I learned to laugh at all the pain, turn my tears into a brave disguise. You never saw the cracks inside, I hid them well behind my eyes. I gave you love, I gave you truth, even when I was losing you. I smiled while breaking, didn't let it show, carried the weight that you'll never know. I said I'm okay with the heart in flames, loved you quietly, lost you the same. I smiled while breaking, night after night, dying in pieces, staying polite. If loving you was my mistake, I paid the price. I smiled while breaking. Your name still echoes in empty rooms, in songs we loved in afternoons. I kept your words like promises, even when you chose to forget. I fixed myself just to fit your world, bend my truth so you wouldn't hurt. Funny how I lost my way, trying to make you wanna stay. I stood alone but stayed in line, pretending We used to smile into the flash, like time would never move. Every moment felt forever, back when forever was us two. Now the colors blur with age, like promises we swore. I still hold on to what we were, but it's fading more and more. Your laugh is stuck in yesterday. It plays in my head slow. Some things weren't meant to last, but I didn't want to know. We're fading Polaroids, left out in the sun too long. Once we were so vivid, now the edges feel all wrong. I trace the lines of your old smile, like I'm still holding you. We didn't fall apart all at once, we just slowly lost the view. I found your jacket in my car, still smells like summer rain. I sat there longer than I should, letting memory take the blame. Every picture tells a story, but leaves out how it ends. I wish the past would stop reminding me we were more than just friends. I keep replaying what we had, like it might change somehow. But love doesn't rewind itself, it only fades out now. We're fading Polaroids, colors washing into gray. Once we filled the whole damn frame, now you're drifting away. I hold on to the smallest things, like they're still brand new. We didn't say goodbye in words, we just slowly lost the view. If I could step back into that light just one more time with you, I'd tell myself to hold you closer before the picture grew. I never knew how fragile love could feel when it's real, how something warm and beautiful could quietly disappear. We're fading Polaroids, bent corners, worn out truth, still shaking in my trembling hands, like proof of me and you. I'll keep them tucked inside my chest, though they don't look the same. Some loves don't end in heartbreak, they just fade into a name. So if you find an old photograph and wonder what went wrong, we were perfect for a moment, but moments don't stay long. You drew a future in the air, said my name like you'd be there. I believed every word you said, built my hope on what we had. We made plans on sleepless nights, turned our dreams into city lights. But promises don't hold their shade when love decides to walk away. You swore you'd stay, you crossed your heart. I didn't know that was the start. I'm fading where you promised me, standing in what we used to be. Your words still replay moments like they'll change, like you'll come back and say my name. Your silence hits me harder now than all the fights we never had. I kept your jacket, kept your lies, kept the hope I should have burned. Funny how I stayed the same while you moved on, never turned. You said I'd never be alone, but here I am holding bones. I'm fading where you promised me, standing in what we used to be. Your words still echo soft and loud, but I'm alone in this empty sound. You said forever like it was true. Now I'm fading without you. If love was real, then why does it hurt? Why do your vows feel rehearsed? I gave you everything I had. You left like it was nothing bad. Maybe I loved a version of you that never planned to stay through. I'm fading where you promised me, still searching for the old we. Your ghost still sleeps beside my pain. Your name still falls like quiet rain. You said forever like it was true. Now I'm fading without you. I'm not broken, just misplaced in the space you left erased. I'm fading where you promised. I felt the cracks before they showed, but I stayed anyway. I kept believing love would fix what you wouldn't say. I learned your moods, your silence too, like they were mine to heal. I kept bleeding quietly so you wouldn't feel. I told myself this is what love does. It stays, it bends, it breaks. I didn't know I was losing myself with every choice I made. I kept loving even when it hurt me, even when I knew the cost. I kept choosing you every night while I was getting lost. You pulled away, I pulled you closer, called it loyalty. I kept loving even when it hurt me, and it hurt me deeply. I ignored the way you stopped trying, the way your eyes looked past. I held on to who you used to be, like we were built to last. I made excuses for your absence, told my heart to wait. I kept hoping love would save us while it slowly ate away. You didn't ask me to stay this long, I chose it every time. I thought if I loved you hard enough, you'd finally be mine. I kept loving even when it hurt me, when it felt wrong to stay. I gave you grace you never earned and called kept loving, even when it hurt me, but I won't bleed like that again. I'm learning how to love myself the way I loved you then. I don't regret the way I cared, I regret how long I stayed. I kept loving even when it hurt me, now I'm walking away. So if you ever wonder why I finally chose to leave, I didn't stop loving you, I just stopped hurting me. You used to breathe beside my name, like it was something safe to hold. Now even memories hesitate, like they're afraid of getting old. Your jacket's still behind the door, it smells like nights we couldn't sleep. Funny how the loudest love is silence when it leaves. We didn't fight, we didn't scream, you just slowly disappeared. And I was standing in the echo of everything we were. I learned how quiet love gets when it leaves first. No slam doors, no goodbye words, just the sound of my heart breaking worse. I still set 2 cups on the table, still wait for keys that won't return. I learned how quiet love gets when it leaves first. Your laugh still lives in empty rooms, like a song without a tune. I talk to shadows on the wall, pretend that one of them is you. I replay things I should have said, like they could change the end. But love doesn't ask permission when it decides to end. You stopped reaching for my hand before I noticed you were gone. Now I'm holding on to moments that don't belong. I learned how quiet love gets when it leaves first. No accusations, no less verse, just promises late at night and wonder why I never call. It's not that I don't love you, I just learned silence remembers it all. I watched you bloom in someone else's eyes, while I stayed quiet, swallowed all my pride. I kept the nights where you were mine, held every word like it was a sign. I laughed at your jokes, I stayed too close, loved you in ways you didn't notice most. And when you left without a fight, I stayed loving in the fading light. You loved the moments I loved through years. I held the smiles, I held the tears. I loved you longer than you knew, even when your heart drifted from view. I gave you more than I could take, even when it broke me wide awake. I loved you longer, I loved you deep, stayed awake when you were asleep, even when goodbye came too soon. I loved you longer under the moon. I kept your name in my quiet songs, played it back when nights felt wrong. I walked alone through memories, learning love doesn't always please. You said goodbye with a careless smile. I stayed behind another mile, holding the pieces you left behind, trying to find the love that's mine. You loved in fragments, I loved whole. You gave a part, I gave my soul. I loved you longer than you knew, even when your heart drifted from view. I gave you more than I could take, even when it broke me wide awake. I loved you longer, I loved you deep, stayed awake when you were asleep, even when goodbye came too soon. I loved you longer under the moon. Maybe one day you'll understand. I stayed faithful without demand. I loved beyond what words could show. Loved you longer than you'll ever know. I loved you longer than you knew, even when your love was overdue. I gave you more than you could see, even when you weren't loving me. I loved you longer, I loved you true, even when the stars forgot you too. And though the night now feels too wide, I loved you longer by your side. I loved you longer. Your words stopped reaching me before your body ever left. You learned how to say nothing and call it what was best. I kept waiting for a reason, a sign you still cared. But the loudest thing you gave me was the quiet you shared. You looked at me like I was safe, but never stayed long. I learned how to read the distance in the way you were gone. I carry your silence everywhere, like it belongs to me. In crowded rooms and empty nights, it's the loudest thing I hear. You didn't say goodbye, you just stopped being there. I carry your silence everywhere. I still type your name sometimes, just to watch it disappear. I reread our last conversation, like the ending isn't clear. You close the door so gently, like I wouldn't feel the cold. But love doesn't need violence to leave you feeling back. I keep answering questions you never asked, holding on to moments that didn't last. I carry your silence everywhere. It follows when I breathe. Every pause between my thoughts still sounds like you to me. You didn't choose someone else, you chose not to care. I carry your silence everywhere. If silence is a language, then you spoke it fluently. You taught me how absence can feel like company. I would have survived the truth if you'd given me the choice. But you left me with the echo of a missing voice. I carry your silence everywhere, but I'm tired of holding it. I don't need another memory to tell me what I missed. One day I'll set it down, learn how to breathe again. But tonight your silence still knows where I've been. So if you ever wonder why I don't reach out anymore, I gave your silence everything. I don't have it in me to carry it anymore. I wrap my nights around your fears, try to keep you safe from dark. I learned the shape of all your wounds and made them feel like mine. I stood beside you when you shook, held hope in both my hands. But every time I reached for you, you pulled away again. I lit the room with all my love so you wouldn't feel alone. But the closer that I moved to you, the colder you had grown. I gave you warmth, you gave me cold. I gave you truth, you gave me hold on. I stayed believing hearts would change. You stayed halfway gone. I offered you my open arms, you turned your back and froze. I gave you warmth, you gave me cold, and cold love. I learned to speak in careful tones so I wouldn't push too hard. I shrank my needs to keep the peace while you drifted further apart. I watched you fade right in front of me, but I stayed anyway. I thought love meant enduring frost just to see the light one day. You said you didn't mean to hurt me, said you didn't know what you felt, but not choosing someone still leaves them alone. I gave you warmth, you gave me cold. I gave you patience, you gave me space. I stayed through nights that broke me down. You never stayed the same. I melted just to feel you near. You never even tried. I gave you warmth, you gave me cold, and I paid the price. Love shouldn't feel like winter when one heart's still on fire. I wasn't asking you to burn, just meet me halfway there. If warmth was all I had to give and cold was all you knew, then loving you was freezing me while I was warming you. I gave you warmth, you gave me cold, but I won't freeze anymore. I'm learning how to keep my fire and close the open door. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret the way I stayed. I gave you warmth, you gave me cold, now I'm walking away. So if you ever miss heat that used to light your home. Remember, I didn't leave you in the cold. You were already there, alone. I still know the sound of your door, the way it closed without a word. You left like I was something small, like I was easy to return. I kept your voice inside my chest, like it might come back someday. You packed your heart so lightly, I carried mine in pain. You said you needed time to heal, but you healed without me there. I stayed behind with every memory you didn't care to keep. You forgot me faster than I deserved, like I was never really yours. You moved on while I was learning how to stand on a broken floor. I loved you in ways that mattered, in ways you chose not to see. You forgot me faster than I deserved, and it's still killing me. I see your smile in someone else's arms, like our love never stayed. I still flinch when love gets close, afraid it'll leave the same way. I replay every moment, wonder where I went wrong. But loving you wasn't my mistake. Letting you go is what hurts the most. You don't miss me the way I do, that much is clear. You learned how to forget my name, I'm still holding you here. You forgot me faster than I deserved, like my heart was just a phase. You erased me so easily, I'm still stuck in yesterday. I gave you everything I had, and you walked away free. You forgot me faster than I deserved, and it's still killing me. I wasn't perfect, I know that's true, but I loved you honestly. I showed up when it was hard, you disappeared quietly. If love is measured by who stays, then I stayed until it hurt. You forgot me faster than I deserved, and I'll carry that hurt. You forgot me faster than I deserved, but I won't forget who I was. I won't apologize for loving deep or giving you my trust. One day this pain will soften, and I'll finally be free. You forgot me faster than I deserve, but I I don't cry like I used to. My tears learn how to hide. They sink into my breathing and sit behind my eyes. I smile when people ask me if I'm doing okay, but my chest feels like it's holding every word I couldn't say. I thought pain would be louder, thought it would scream, but it's just this quiet weight living inside of me. I don't cry, I just feel heavy, like my heart forgot how to rest. I carry everything I lost pressed into my chest. No breakdowns, no screaming, just nights that never end. I don't cry, I just feel heavy since you left. I still go through the motions, still laugh at the right times, but something in me folded somewhere between the lines. I don't talk about the missing, I don't say your name, I just feel it in my body like a slow, constant pain. They say healing comes in waves, but mine don't crash or fall, they just stay like a wall. I don't cry, I just feel heavy, like I'm always running late, like my heart is carrying more than it can take. No tears to prove I'm hurting, no words left to defend. I don't cry, I just feel heavy since the end. It's strange how sadness changes when it settles deep. It doesn't break you loudly, it just steals your sleep. I miss you in a quiet way that doesn't make a sound, like I'm holding my breath, but I forgot how to let it out. I don't cry, I just feel heavy, but I'm still standing here somehow, learning how to carry this and still move forward now. One day this weight will soften, I know it won't stay the same, but tonight I don't cry, I just feel heavy when I say your name. So if I seem okay, please don't misunderstand. I'm not healed, I'm just quiet with everything I had. I don't cry like I used to. My tears ran out of sound. They settled in my breathing and learned how to stay down. I stop in the middle of sentences, forget what I was going to say, like my heart hits a red light and everything fades. They ask if I'm okay, I say yeah, I'm fine. But fine just means I don't have the words this time. I don't cry anymore, I just pause. Like my soul needs a moment to breathe. No breakdowns, no screaming, just silence staring back at me. I feel it rise, then disappear like pain. Learned how to stall, I don't cry anymore, I just pause. I'll be standing in a crowded room and suddenly feel alone, like something inside me freezes when your name gets close. I don't fall apart in public, I don't let it show. I just go quiet for a second and carry on slow. It's not that I don't miss you or that it doesn't hurt. It's just my heart learned how to wait before it breaks worse. I don't cry anymore, I just pause. When the memories cross my mind, I stop moving, stop speaking, like I'm stuck between then and now. Just pause. It's strange how pain evolves when it stays too long. It doesn't crash like waves anymore, it just hums low. I'd almost rather feel the tears than this quiet wait, this moment where I hold my breath and hesitate. I don't cry anymore, I just pause and let the feeling pass through. I stand still until my heart remembers how to move. Maybe one day the pause will end and I'll finally let it fall. But for now, I don't cry anymore, I just pause. So if you see me staring off like I'm lost somewhere inside, I'm not broken, I'm just paused, trying to survive.